There's nothing more beautiful than a child reaching his or her full potential, and nothing sadder than what might have been. Quality of life, that's the gift of chiropractic, a subtle yet powerful experience that releases each child's full energy to perceive the world. Chiropractic, it's what gets Dr. Bobby Dosher up in the morning. Paula's son Robert was diagnosed with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis when he was 2. When faced with putting him on a powerful chemotherapy drug at age 5, the family sought out Oklahaven.
Robert's early years were a continual struggle. Physically, we watched him get less and less active while becoming more and more cautious. Even loving hugs and tickle fights he shied away from, afraid of being hurt. He was hypersensitive to pain, and so he cried even with the smallest bump. But beyond the physical pain, his emotions were raw. Robert was a crybaby. The slightest thing would set him off. He would be a puddle on the floor if something didn't go just right. Each and every time life frustrated him, he fell apart. The anti-inflammatory medication suppressed his appetite and upset his stomach. He didn't eat well and was not gaining weight. So they changed the medicine several times, trying to find the one that would make him better. The first time the rheumatologist talked about methotrexate, I knew down deep I did not want Robert taking this very strong chemotherapy drug that was experimental in children. When it was finally prescribed for Robert at age 5, I just kept thinking that I did not want to compromise his immune system at the age it was developing. I didn't know what other options I had. I just knew that this drug was not an option. A friend suggested chiropractic, and although I had not personally had chiropractic experience, I had seen the improvements in her son. I realized how devastating a strong drug would have been as I watched Robert's weak body begin the upward spiral of energy and zest for life. Through these years, I began to understand that chiropractic was for the whole family and not just Robert's solution. In these early years, there were some tough decisions to make, but I learned that they were our decisions to make, not the doctors and other health professionals telling us what to do, not the family members and friends trying to dissuade our choices, and not the fears and doubts within my own mind as to whether I was doing the right thing for my child. A mother's discipline and love and the child's determination keep the journey moving through the small steps, the plateaus, the roller coasters, until the ultimate goal is reached. This, along with the chiropractic adjustment restoring his energy, gave Robert new confidence in his body. He became more courageous. He began climbing on the playground, racing his friends, and even asking adults to race with him. He had the desire and ability now. As Robert opened himself up to his abilities and his body grew with the strength and energy it was created to have, his gifts became more and more evident and appreciated. Today, Robert shines as a senior in high school and a leader at church and school. He's a responsible student with excellent grades and works part-time. Guitar and saxophone have also been added. When he took up the saxophone like his dad, no one dreamed he would be part of Oklahoma's 100th birthday. This once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to celebrate Oklahoma's centennial took Robert to the Tournament of Roses parade as part of Oklahoma's All-Star Centennial Band, where he marched over 6 miles and played Oklahoma more than 55 times. Robert, you're doing fine. I am grateful for this chiropractic way of life and the ability to trust my intuition. I've enjoyed seeing the empirical evidence of the recuperative powers of a child and his determination that those powers brought about, allowing full expression of his life.
What we expect from the parents is to believe in their child, that it is a spiritual being, that the child has great potential. And when the parent really sees that, then the child can come into its own. It does take time, it does take discipline, but many parents have seen this and worked hard towards it, and now they have whole children, and this is the story we want to present today.
Oklahaven has never received state, federal, or United Way funding in its 40-year history of healing the children. Oklahaven touches children from around the world who come for treatment and return home with an improving quality of life. Children's precious futures are everyone's responsibility, and gifts of time and money are badly needed as the numbers of these sick infants and children grow each year. We hope you'll open your hearts to the children